Nice. Now we scrolled all the way down here to Wrecked Flying Fortress. Get wrecked, Flying Fortress. Right. Yes. 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 So much faster now. All right. There we go. Keeps it. It's saved with that over there. We need to fix that. All of these. Just dumping them all right at the beginning. All right. What did we get over here? It's going to be, yeah, corrupted gems. Okay. Don't care. What are we at? 12,250. $1,491. Give me 1,500. Give me 1,500. Nope. One more boss. Right, jump do you do? Oh, we got an electrum chest. Nice, Diana. Nicely done. Hunt for that blue. Nope. We just need blue gear out of those. Video timer here. I knew better than to ask for speed potions. We got so many of them today, but I was hoping maybe we'd get an epic ahead of our pity timer, and we didn't. We didn't. Okay, let's burn off our contracts. Hey, we got one level on the speed item. The worst feeling. What are we on? Fill state all slot champion origin events. Backwards. Okay. Grama 14. Kryl 14. Nordum 14. Look at them. Diana 20. We're forgetting Grama. Kryl. Nordum. And who? What? No. What? Vondra, 13. I was like, who else did I pick? Vondra, 13. Good enough. Okay, there. That's all equal enough. I should have just looked over here first. Yeah, that's all equal enough. I think I'm just gonna get packs for Diana, I guess. So we have Nordum's Modron Core Toolbox. We don't have Diana's speed yet. Okay. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go give me. Now every time I get one of these, I get it to qualify one of those. It's going to Diana. Right item, wrong color. Right item, wrong color. But that gave her duplicates, so now she's up to 22 item levels. What's her speed on her at now? 107.9? The end. Wait. Isn't that the end of the FM dial? Or does it go to 108? I don't remember. There's some radio station that called themselves, I remember, where some city I was in. They were the last station on the FM dial, and they called themselves The End. So it is 108. I think it was 107.9 now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 107.9 is what they were broadcasting at, and they called themselves The End. Yeah. Oh, and they have the best. It's KD&D. That was their call signs. 107.9 The End. KD&D. Wow, how appropriate. How appropriate. Well, it was soft rock, adult contemporary, and classic hits. Welcome to 107.9 The End. That's probably more how. That was Sacramento. There's one in Cleveland though too. Hold on. Cleveland, huh? That's the one I heard because it was alternative music. That's the one I heard. So it's Cleveland. Yeah. And you can stream it online. Yeah, it shut down in '99, and now you could stream it online, I guess. I like that KD&D one though. That's great. That's why I know this. This is one where the person died in the contest. Yeah. That's why I know 107. But no, it is KD&D. That's why I remember that number. So this is why they don't do those contests where like you drink water, because they were like, you have to drink as much water as you can, but you can't go to the bathroom. And someone died because of it. It's a water intoxication. It's a thing you don't normally die from, but it can happen because you don't go to the bathroom. Yeah. No, no, no. Don't do that, folks. Don't do that. You gotta go, you gotta go. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Why did the stream on Thursday have the tag D and DJ? I don't know. Ask them. I don't run their channel, folks. I don't do the tags or anything. That's the producer's job. Whoever's producing the stream sets the tags or removes the tags. I don't have any access to do that stuff. I don't have any access to their channel at all. I stream through Restream to them. They just have a key that lets me stream to their channel. But I don't have any control over their channel at all. No, I have no idea why they do what they do. That's not my job. Ad break. That was a better Dave. That was a better Dave. Love it when we're getting this many gems for completing a run that we're flying through. We're ahead of the curve currently. As always, it's going to slow down later on. Probably a typo, J-Dog. Honestly. You got to type the tag in like that. So they probably just accidentally hit J. Yeah, it's not Dungeons and Disc Jockeys. I mean, that could be a neat thing. D and DJ, like you're playing D&D while there's a live DJ. That would be pretty cool. Trying to pick tracks that set the mood for what you're doing. That'd be neat. They'd have to react to the DM. It could be fun. But that's not what they were doing. That's not what they were doing. One of my friends in college was picked up DJing and got equipment and everything and was like, always at the record store, like would come over with his DJ setup and we'd have like a house party. Like he DJ'd house parties at my house on multiple occasions. But sometimes it'd just be a bunch of us like we'd put out a phone call like, hey, we're all going to be at so-and-so's house playing cards until, whenever, which would usually mean like the next morning when they're going to sleep. And he'd come over, he'd be like, can I just DJ? Like, can I just work on my DJ? And we're like, yeah. And he'd come over and set up in the kitchen and we'd just get to play cards and chill and hang out with a live DJ. He played a bunch of clubs and around in San Diego and stuff. It was fun. It was fun, but he would just experiment with stuff like that. We would get the weird, like, I want to see if this mixes with this, and he would just go off with it. And some of it was really good, and then he'd use that in his shows. And anything that didn't really land, and it was like, okay, well, on to the next thing. We didn't. We were like, whatever. It was good. It was fun. Thanks to doing 2 deep runs with Max, Penelope, and Dirty Farming, get through a lot of early Avernus 5 click damage. Nice. I've only done 1 deep run, and I'm at E30. So, well, that's pretty good. Our high so far was Helm with 2 deep runs at E37. We've only been doing 2 deep runs, so We've definitely made progress. E37 was good. I think the next deep run we do for here will be pretty solid. But again, I wanted to get more power before I do that. And we need a gold find epic still. E41, nice. I mean, I'd love to hit. What's the goal? E42.5, E44 would be hashtag the dream. That's where I would want to try to get, but that's a challenge. Feels like that's more 3 deep push range, and I gotta try to do it. That's kind of why I'm like I want to try to get more power before I do a second deep run, so that we can get to that. Because right now I just don't think we could. I'm thinking after we do the patrons here, we'll unlock trials. We'll do our first trial run and unlock and start grinding out patron variants. Oh no, I just realized I'm gonna have to do my trial runs. I may have to do my trial runs. Some of my trial runs are gonna have to be off stream. Oh no. Oh no. I can't just do 5 days and stop, right? Doesn't work. I mean, not to do the solo. Like the first one, I would want to do solo. After that, I'll be the scrub that doesn't complete a couple days, I guess. I don't know. Depends on how it lands. What are we doing? E70, E73. Okay. Almost halfway there, but not halfway through our potion stack. That's good. So this run's been better for speed, which means we've had fewer segmented health enemies. Ran out of potions, yeah. That's why I just want those. I want those epics. I want to have that. I want to have everything working the whole time. What's the stream tomorrow? What stream? Whose stream? It's not my stream. Okay, halfway through, and we're not halfway through our speed, so this is good. We are done with leveling click damage. I need to go to find our breath. No, I mean this computer is getting taken. I'm waking up early tomorrow, and I'm taking my computer apart. There's no way for me to stream that. T10 trial, what's the normalish damage to be at complete over times? What does complete over time state mean? What does that mean? Oh. I mean, it depends. I don't think you can. I mean, if we're talking assault party damage, you're not going to see it for a few days. And it depends. I mean, it changes every day. Usually, I mean, yeah. Or if you're talking about like what's your contribution have to be, like there's a different thing. There's like what's a good contribution, and then there's like you can't get using bugs, you can get day one damage. Just that, then you know on day one it's gonna die, or at least But if you're talking just doing stuff, you can't tell until you're a few days in. I think usually where I see it at is usually either day 3 or day 4. And what you do is you take like you pull up your calculator and you take the number of days left times 24 for the hours, and then add in however many hours are left, and then take that total times 60 to get the number of minutes, and then add any minutes that are left. Take that times 60 and multiply that by your assault party DPS. And whatever total that comes up to is how much damage, if everybody stopped at that moment contributing, you would do before the time was up. And if that number is bigger than her health total, you're done. You're done, right? Yeah, so basically DPS times seconds remaining. I'm getting you through the steps, full steps to get to seconds remaining. But yeah, I don't, because it's not something you're going to determine on day one. It's good unless people are hacking or running a bug of some kind, utilizing a bug of some kind. There's probably some breakpoints you could create where you'll know by that point if you stop. Like I haven't made something like that. Yeah. I just know that I aim for a certain contribution number. I don't have to get there. I just feel good if I do. And that's usually E600 or up on day one. And then I try to do all of my days after that. Should you do first trial solo? If you want to chase those waterfalls. No. If you want to chase the achievements that I was talking about earlier, then yes. Then you want to do it solo. If you don't care about that and you're fine just getting those later, naturally, then no. Then other than those achievements, you never want to do trial solo. You always want to be a group. But I don't really care about those achievements. I have been in a group of 5 people at a higher tier where it's taken all 7 days, and I've also been top DPS many times, so it can happen later. It's just rarer later on. So people tend to just try to knock those 2 out right away. But yeah, try it. See what happens. Again, I feel like if you can get your contribution, your damage contribution. I don't have it on this account to show you the graphics, but if you can get your damage contribution on the map screen, it's over on the left on the trials map, to E187 on day 1 while completing the area requirement, and then don't go over that any other day while completing all of their area requirements. You should be able to solo it by all 7 days. Hopefully. There's still RNG, like you could just get screwed on a restriction. And whoops. But it's better to get screwed on your own than to get screwed in a group. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Phrasing. I'll just play you. Yeah, great. Because I'm the one choosing your restrictions. It's also important to note that when you do finally get in a group, when you do finally get some hot group action, every individual in the group could have a different restriction that they're dealing with. It's not everybody doesn't get the same restriction. So, sometimes people just get screwed over by restrictions, and what are you going to do? Just because for you it was super easy doesn't mean that they had this. They do not have the same restrictions. Nice, past me. Good job, past me. It's nice when past me looks out for future me. I like that version of past me. Where we got? 375. So we got 140 areas left, and I feel like we're moving pretty quickly. What I'm worried about is the damage. Are we going to have the formation power for this? I feel like if we slow down at all, I mean, we can create. It's just this is a speed group, not an actual pushing group. Obviously, we can make a pushing group that would destroy this, because we can go above 800 currently. Hitting them in their hand crossbows. Somebody shot me from over here earlier. That was rude. That's weird. I have 4 silvers. Nice. Didn't even right one. Oh wait, there's also gold. Nope, all pointing the wrong way. Okay, good. No reason to favor push a campaign once you have all the blessings. For legendaries, for upgrading legendaries. But until you're there, you don't need to worry about it. Until you're because there's a. It isn't just that a legendary takes an order of magnitude of favor to upgrade. It's that every legendary is linked to a campaign, and the level you can upgrade them to is based off the order of magnitude of favor you have in that campaign. So to go from a level 1 legendary to a level 2, you have to have at least E10 favor or higher. And then for every level, it goes up EO5. It goes up 5 orders of magnitude. So getting to like a level 10 legendary, you got to be, level 50? Somewhere around there. Like you have to have 50 E50 favor. You're going to have above that just to spend favor down to that. Once it drops below that, you won't be able to upgrade to 10. To get to 20, you have to have E100. So there is a reason why later on, as you're leveling up your legendaries, you're going to need more favor. But until you hit that cap, it's not really going to matter a whole lot beyond just the blessings, right? And some of these places, like here, it's going to take E44 just to get all the well, at least just for this. So probably a little higher maybe for all this. I can't remember, maybe E47. So you're practically almost at E50 here, which would, if any of them link to Tiamat, you're basically going to get to level 9 or 10 anyway, somewhere from 8 to 10, which is huge. That's a ridiculous amount of power. I feel like if you had level 5s on all the items and all your trials pushing team, you can clear tier 10 easy. So getting everything up beyond that is just ridiculous power, pushing power. But you're going to start needing that kind of ridiculous pushing power for some of the tier 4 event stuff, right? It's like today when I started my first run on Legend tier and got int 10 plus. All but one of the champions in your speed. Oh. See, for me, I get upset when I have the int restriction because I like I use Orkira. So like Orkira can't come in play if it's int, if there's an int restriction. Legendary effects, does each piece on a champion use the same favor? No, it's every item, like every legendary effect has a random attachment to a different place. Yeah. Wow, you're going to E312 from, yeah, it's just ridiculous amounts. Ridiculous amount of power attached to legendaries currently. Oh no, Lauren's never going to, it's not even +2, is it? Oh, it might be. But yeah, that's no. That's not what her Kira is, so she's going to be like, no. Five more levels. Wow. That's okay. I'm just gonna do it. We may go a little long just to finish this on stream. Lauren focuses. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, she definitely, because people ask her for that too. But I don't think it's just not, that's not an Orkira thing, so I don't know that it's ever going to happen. So higher DPS numbers but lower bud. This doesn't matter. None of this up here and none of the stuff under their feet matter. They're all lies. This is the only thing that matters. This number and what area you can push to. The combination of those two things is all that matters. So when you're making adjustments, you should always be making adjustments if you're trying to get the strongest formation. You need to make the adjustments at your wall, like where you're dying and can't push any further. And if your bud goes down, but you can push further, yay, it can happen. It's odd, it's rare, but it can happen. Because maybe you're dying because you're not surviving long enough. Like, there's things. There's reasons. But usually the higher your bud, the further you can go. But this stuff doesn't mean anything. None of this stuff means anything. One of these days they'll remove it. Probably not. They really, they got to come up with a different... I've talked about where I think I came up with ideas for like theoretical min and or theoretical min and theoretical max, so T min and T max values instead of base and running average. Whereas T-Min is basically just like the base values of the buffs, like as long as they're active. So if something has to have a stack, it has one stack, and that just tells you the minimum amount of damage that formation could do. And then T-Max is what if everything that has stacks that could stack up on this area were maxed. So just a theoretical potential highest damage. I think those two numbers would be better for formation building than what we currently have, which are lies, which are just lies, damn lies, and statistics. That's what we've got at the top of the screen. Yeah. I haven't gotten to pitch that theoretical min and theoretical max yet. No one asks me those questions, and I haven't shown up to a meeting where Pete's gone, is there anything you want to talk about? I save that kind of stuff for whenever that happens, but it doesn't happen very often because usually there's lots of things to talk about that they want to know. Well, this number, you have to hover over it. See where it says hit? Hit by Bud. Hit. That number is always the highest amount of damage, and it's going to fluctuate a little bit, but it's usually pretty consistent unless something's ramping up, like we're ramping up right now. And that's based off like tanking and attacks and stuff, right? You don't just look at what this number is. This one changes all the time because it's a decaying number. But the highest hit is what you're trying to boost by adjusting formation, like your formation rune. What is going on? We don't have the damage. That's what's going on. Okay. I was worried we were going to run out of damage at some point. Maybe I should actually upgrade my champions. That's silly. Why would I do that? Hey, did it. With time left.